It is such a big day in our state. We know that we have the Field of Dreams game in Dyersville later this evening, the first ever MLB game in Iowa. The Yankees and the White Sox first pitch could not be any better for the weather. 81 degrees, 76 by the stretch, and by the end of the game, 73 degrees. So it looks really solid up there in Dyersville. We've got a nice start to the day here in central Iowa. A little more comfortable this morning. You will still notice some of that haze outside as we go through the day. Wildfire smoke continues to be a problem for us, but it'll be high up in the atmosphere, so I don't anticipate any significant air quality issues. Now, it was a little more comfortable this morning. By 10 a.m., still 82. By 2 o'clock, still 89. And the highs today will top out generally in the lower 90s. We should get to 90 in Des Moines, Grinnell, Creston, and about 91 in Lamoni. A little cooler to the north. The humidity a tiny bit more tolerable today as well. Here's what temperatures look like by lunchtime, mid-80s around the state. This afternoon, we get to 90 in Des Moines, 88 or so in Ames. But then by this evening, it's still warm. And then watch what happens overnight. The relief really starts to settle in. We all wake up to the 60s tomorrow. And by tomorrow afternoon, highs only get up into the 80s. Now, the lows will also be noticeable. You'll see low 60s by early tomorrow morning, low 60s on Saturday morning, which means many areas will be in the 50s. And that trend continues through the end of the weekend into next week too. It's the final day where we have to watch a storm threat mainly in southern Iowa later this evening. We could see a couple of storms that produce strong wind or large hail. Here's how that will play out on our FUTURECAST. We expect to be mainly dry and quiet during the day. A couple of isolated storms bubble up southeast of Des Moines late this afternoon into the early part of the evening, but most of the storm activity will hug the Iowa-Missouri border late tonight overnight and should clear out during the day tomorrow. A look at what to expect for the great Iowa State Fair today. You know it'll be toasty out there. 89 by 2 o'clock, 90 by 4. A look at our 10-day forecast sponsored by Holt Plumbing and Heating shows the relief comes in starting tomorrow and it sticks around through the weekend.